Okay, so this one is quite an important news story that's featured in a couple of media outlets in Finland, including a fairly well-known newspaper. And it concerns what a British journalist has said, somebody working for The Guardian. And I've looked, and it's not appearing in any UK media. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a D notice on this news story. And a D notice is basically a court order that says that UK media outlets aren't allowed to cover a particular story because it's sensitive. So the story itself concerns Sanna Marin. Now, Sanna Marin was Finland's last prime minister before this other guy, this Petteri Orpo, took over. And basically, she was this sort of fairly young 30-something woman who, you probably know about Sanna Marin anyway. And when she left Finnish politics, she got a job with the Tony Blair Institute. Now, this actually has been in the news, in the UK news, but what I'm going to tell you about is something that is not in the news, and it's kind of quite serious, actually. So I'm just going to flash up a screenshot of this story so you can kind of search for it yourself online and find it. It's in Finnish though, so I'm going to translate it for you and explain what I think it means. So it starts off with some sort of waffly stuff that we all know about. The juicy bit is towards the end of the article. So this Guardian journalist, a bloke called Kiran Stacey, has obviously been in touch with Sanna Marin, and the article is reporting what Kiran Stacey says that Sanna Marin has said to him. So I'll just read a little bit, translating it. So this is the words of this Guardian journalist. He says, "For me, the most interesting thing was what Sanna Marin said when she started working for the Tony Blair Institute. Marin said that she could change the world even more by working for the Tony Blair Institute than she was able to change the world as Finland's Prime Minister." And then this Kiran Stacey guy said many people find this view worrying. So this is it's a he said, she said thing, right? So Sanna Marin has talked to this Guardian journalist, and then this Guardian journalist has then talked to Finnish newspapers, including this Ilta Sanomat. Ilta means evening, Sanomat newspaper. So it's one of the 3 or 4 biggest newspapers in Finland, and it's been in other Finnish newspapers as well. So this Kiran Stacey guy, he's been basically saying that that many find the views of Sanna Marin with regard to the relative power of the Tony Blair Institute vis-a-vis the democratically elected Prime Minister of Finland very worrying. Stacey continues, "Why should an institute be more influential than a politician?" Well, indeed, we're supposed to be living in a democracy, and in a democracy, the most powerful people are supposed to be the people that we democratically elect. And in Finland, that person would be the Prime Minister, same as it would be in the UK. So basically, one more time, what's coming out here is that this Guardian journalist has been in conversation with Sanna Marin, and Sanna Marin has just blabbed and basically told this Guardian journalist that she is now really happy because she's working for the Tony Blair Institute. And rather than being a step down, she's actually had a promotion in terms of her power and influence. That she actually now has more power and influence as a mover and shaker inside the Dark Lords Institute for Global Change than she ever did as Finland's democratically elected Prime Minister. So a couple of other things here then. So this, although Kiran Stacey, right, he's obviously been in conversation with Sanna Marin. Kiran Stacey is not, I don't know whether he's actually tried to get this news into British media, or whether he has tried but it's been denoticed, or whether he's not even tried, whether he's just realised that if he does shoot his mouth off in the British media, that won't be a very good career move as far as he's concerned. But yeah, so I'll just repeat it again. So this is the words of this British journalist after talking with Sanna Marin. This guy, Kiran Stacey, says, you know, after he talked with Sanna Marin, for me the most interesting thing was what Marin said when she started working for the Tony Blair Institute. She said that she could change the world even more at the Institute than she did as Prime Minister. Many find this view worrying. Why should an institute be more influential than a politician? Well, for us, for the viewers of this channel, we actually know what the score is. We know that the people that we democratically elect, they're just puppets, basically, for the mafia crime families that sponsor these individuals. These are just front men, basically. And in the case of Sanna Marin, she was probably just picked because, I don't know, she was photogenic and stuff, and she would wear, I don't know, all sorts of stupid. I'm not going to even go there with her, like some of her clothing, and it wasn't very, and her behaviour as well. It wasn't really a good fit with somebody that you might view to do an important, serious job, like be the Prime Minister of a country. But yeah, anyway, that's all I want to say about that. Oh, I guess one other thing to say, just before we go, is that who should we really look up to? For me as a Christian, it's Jesus Christ. He's our leader. That's what I would say. So yeah, so God bless.